Welcome back to Bad Ideas Guy, probably one of the most enjoyable, no, not even probably, definitely, one of the most enjoyable campaigns I have played in Europa. We are Greater Denmark. We have a distinct shortage of good ideas, but that's fine. This is not called Great Ideas Guy, this is Bad Ideas Guy. Economic might be pretty good, but we have espionage, aristocratic, naval, and innovative. And who knows what the next one's going to be. I might, but I'm not even all that sure. With some pretty gloriously bad ones involved in our glorious ideas, 40% embargo efficiency, spy defense, interest per annum, amongst some other garbage. So here we are. I think we're finally just gonna call canny, slow down a bit, and enjoy really the we're gonna prosper after everything we've taken. We ripped a good old gut out of Poland, and England was finally put down to size because we braved the coalition, whilst simultaneously warring England and friends, which included Russia, but we were able to keep Russia out with a generous amount of flattery, thanks to everything I've learnt from Machiavelli. But you should always prepare for war during peacetime, so what we're going to do is say to Aragon that we really quite like the look of Syracuse, so it's an important site for a new colony, and a glance at the map will show you why. Oldenburg also, I rather think, need to go. We're already fabricating on England, and really, I think the remnants of Poland need to go as well. We're not too scared of aggressive expansion anymore, since although people could, they are not forming a coalition against us, probably because they do not have the backing of France, Ottomans, Russia, or Castile. If one of them were to throw down the gauntlet, that would probably give them all the guts they need to join in. So we're just going to unpause and let things do their thing. I queued up some buildings in provinces that would give me at least 1.2 ducats a year when I built them, mostly temples and workshops. Of course, getting a workshop on Dalaskaken, where it deserves to be. We're also going to reorganize our army, but I don't see much of a need to pay them at this point in time. Maybe when those Polish separatists want to rise up. Well, come to think of it, that's going to be quite soon. We'll be ready for them. And I'll probably get you to be as good as one of these other stacks. I'll take you, throw you away. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get you 9 more cannons. I really love this build to army feature, especially during peacetime. Our manpower may need to recover, but it's probably not going to get that opportunity. I was rewatching one of my videos here, and I couldn't help but laugh, because it was probably one of the best endings I've ever done for these, where it just goes sweaty, so sweaty. A fort in the Highlands is no longer going to be necessary. Let's get rid of that, since it's just going to be Cumbria, which is the choke point against the English menace, the same English menace that's getting invaded by Holland, you pathetic, crippled nation. And the merchant guilds are disloyal, but that's because I keep demanding a ducky or two from them. Could demand some more, but nah, there's no need at this point. Everything is going just A-okay. But we have to remember that our goal here is to get the 4 Odin achievement. I think we'll be alright on that, even though conversion takes forever and a half. Ideas Guy, on the other hand, requires 500 ducats of monthly income, which is part of what's inspiring my building program at the moment. Because we're only at 80 ducats, we're going to need a lot more than that. But I'm confident we can do that within the time frame. The thing is, we're now at that powerful position where I usually go, yeah. But it took so much to get here that I really feel an investment into this campaign that I don't often feel in others. Heck, I'd go so far as to say I don't ever feel in others. I'm gonna up you to 40 lights as well, since that seems like a clever clogs thing to do. And we fear no comet. We know no fear, for we know nothing. Jake, is all of Ireland Scottish yet? It is not. Probably going to remain that way. I think I did not click for one of you. The English are stuck over in Munster. That is probably why the Dutch are destroying them. The fact of the matter is, I don't actually want for them to be conquered by Holland. Still, they are not going to accept my military access, so why bother giving it away? We have many truces with many people, and I think the time has come to rival France. I'm pretty sure I had a good reason not to do that, but we're doing it anyway. Now I'm going to want lots and lots of claims on England, because we're going to strip them down by another layer. Holland is going to be a bit of a pain here, though. I need to figure out what to do with them, but it's one thing I'm good at. Figuring. Tarnow will also deserve to be ours. The stuff that Russia has a claim on, I'm not too opposed to just letting them have. That said, I should try to inspire the best relations between us, whilst Palermo also deserves to be ours. Syracuse may be an important site for a new colony, but the important thing about a colony is that it's there to establish yourself and further grow. Jake, the reason was fear. Like I said, we don't know any fear. We do know 100 free admin points, though. Why are we still focusing on admin? Let's drop that and use what we have to further develop Adventure Island. Hot damn, what a good-looking province you are. I think I just forced all the niceties out into the sea there. Now, the merchant guilds wish to gain influence and loyalty. I am very happy for them to have both, and I don't really care about our pathetic peasantry, especially when I have a standing army ready to kill them. So we'll get our half-decent general on it, and kapow! Well, there was one other little claim I wanted to make, so let's pull that Russian guy. Keep your mind out of the gutter there. So yes, good morning and good afternoon to you, Twitch chat. It's not often that I stream this early, I suppose. It's about 1:30, but I got all my chores out of the way. Don't have much else on the agenda for today. Figured I'd do a fair chunk of streaming, because I want to. And there's no better reason to do something than you want to. So the English nobles gobbling up England. Munster! Good to see you. Tell me about yourself. You don't take religious ideas, you still claim to be loyal Catholics, but what is more, you are now dead. As soon as I have any diplomat to throw at you. Interesting thing about Munster, though, they're extremely well developed. In fact, I could make an easy vassal out of them. And I would quite like that, actually. Tell me more about yourself, Munster. Aristocratic, diplomatic, all that other kind of attics. I think I might be onto something if I throw down a little bit of vassalization on you, to be honest. Yes, I know I've hit the cap once more, but that's fine. We've got plenty, and I mean plenty, to spend it on. Hatching something that resembles a master plan here. We still have the integrated subjects. Then again, we also have legitimacy defended, which is helping us there. I forget how long that lasts. Probably going to tick away instantly. But still, Munster, wouldn't you rather be my puppet? I think you would. Jake, how does having no free diplomats feel? Strange, right? Very strange. I like having free diplomats because it frees you up, gives you room to maneuver, which I find very important. Alright, Munster, I rather think you should be my vassal. Just putting that one out there. And we'll soon have some Polish to put down, but there's nothing new about that. To the point where I think we can pick it up a notch. It's important to keep an eye on how those truces are going, because in less than a year I'm going to lose my truce with a whole lot of people, which includes the English and the English allies. England no longer have allies, which is a hilarious thing. So I'm going to march you fellows over to Lubeck. I think those cannons will be ready in bags of time. And my transports, hell, you're almost ready. I see that's the issue then. I put the swivel cannon over there. No, let's have you there. And get all those boats ready. Maybe I need to be at peace for some things, but who's really keeping score? Not this guy. Let's get you folks over to East Frisia, because I got plans. And you can't mess with the man with a master plan. So sure enough, they rise up in Warsaw, but we are born ready to deal with them, and that takes care of all those pathetic Poles that think they can beat us. The only other people wanting to rise up are the Polotsk of Brest, and we're also ready for them. To the point of us getting both of you guys. It was Brest and somewhere else. Grodno, probably. It's always Grodno. And we'll get our main fighting stack over to Lüneburg, where they might actually provide some use. Because even though it's peace, you should spend peacetime preparing for war. Machiavelli taught me well. Probably. Need to keep those claims going on England, as many as I can. I no longer need to worry about Aragon, but Munster. Well, first off, I want to improve relations with you. I'm confident we can get it to the full plus 120. We'll get there. Lap is marvelling at how I actually have a proper-sized army now. You and me both. So, Oldenburg, it'll be in April. I got my conquest on Saxony. And there's always time for more claims on Poland. The wonderful thing is Brandenburg has been grabbing plenty of claims on them as well. But that's not where it ends. I also want Bells to be my claim. I mean, this filthy swampland isn't so hot. Well, Wilno is actually. And it would look good for my borders, but that's fine. Mogadishu making me proud by westernizing. And what's the next tech get me? Naval attrition gone, that sounds good. And by good I mean why? Heck, you might as well be my friend. I got space for friends. Because there we go. Start grabbing favors with you would be really rather nice. Okay, it's actually next year. But hey, who's keeping score? We'll be just fine. I can afford more than just you with your morale of armies, but I do like having armies that aren't terrible. The two things conflict pretty badly, so let's go with maintenance, because I'm a big believer in money. Money never lies to me. And I do not fear inflation in the slightest, because it just keeps ticking away. There's no gold in our country as far as I'm aware. Holy smokes, England, you look like crap. The next Miltech is a ways away, so let's get that naval maintenance modifier right down and get those transports right over there, so we actually have a reasonable number of ships for that. Northumberland down as well. I should probably concentrate my converting prowess in one region. So for example, I never want these Scandinavians rising up again. I'll take care of these three and never worry about it. The other way to look at it is I won't have to worry about these guys ever rising up. So that's another perhaps better way to look at it. Even if it's going to take a while, getting Warsaw converted will be very good for us. And since Brest is the one that's likely to revolt, we'll actually give you a general, so we are prepared for this. Speaking of prepared, our good friend Brandenburg, I'm very happy we made them, convinced them to embrace Norse, because they have Polish as an accepted culture. They can actually get that all nice and converted now. Keep you as our good friend, and we're looking at plus 100 with Munster already. That's looking very, very good. We want to keep those improved relations going up, get to 125. 150 with a gift. The rest will be tricky to get, but I'm sure we can get it. Some flattery will get us everywhere with Munster, maybe. Jake, what is your mission? Conquer Yorkshire, apparently. Happy to do that. Okay, so truces are gone, so I need to act on that before the coalition comes, and the coalition no doubt wants to come. I also want to come and conquer Oldenburg. Sounds like fun to me. I always need to remember this, but only the target needs to be at peace when offering vassalization, and Oldenburg, I think you would look much better inside my territory, so we're just going to conquer you. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to blockade you to 100%. I also hope you don't mind that. And they have some friends that want to join in, but we need not fear them. In fact, Saxe-Luxembourg is one of those people, and hey, we have a claim on you. And then you were dead. There's still some unfinished business to the south, but I'm not sure how far we can get to Lorraine. Wow, we can get all the way to Lorraine. What a happy day this is. Well, might as well act on it. I don't think Lorraine is going to be throwing all that much at us. And we can almost just leave our cannons there. There we go. Don't want to take any unnecessary attrition, even though it's not that bad. Okay, we got hit by the exile stick when we went there. Yeah, our military access was taken away from us, which is a bit troublesome, but what you gonna do? Let's just get back onto Oldenburg. Oh, Oldenburg's down. What a pity. Let's just enjoy being here. I enjoy being here. But you're the one I'm looking to woo and flatter. So I'm going to get that gift with you. It's actually going to be pretty tricky, thinking about it, to hit that 190 that I need for vassalization, but we shall try. Jake, has someone already colonized Greenland? They have not. Nobody wants that frozen rock. And that's pretty understandable. There's a lot of much better places to go for in the world right now. How are we doing on those claims? Thinking about it, these two provinces look quite nice. So, Wilno in particular, even though it is disgusting Lithuanian land. So I can also throw down a guarantee. That'll give us a nice +10. And look at that, we are well on our way. I'd rather get you vassalized before I peace out here. So I'm also going to give you some subsidies, lots of subsidies. That'll make them nice and happy. Also make me nice and poor, but those are the breaks. Can't stand poor people. So I wonder if I am able to take what I want here, which is you. That won't impress anybody. That'll unimpress lots of people, but that's okay. That's not something we have to worry too much about. And it won't take long until they see things our way. I'm not interested in taking all of your land, to be honest. And Lorraine... I could get access down to Lorraine, but I also could just hang out, and we need to wait for Munster anyway. We just need a little bit more, and they're going to see things our way. And isn't that beautiful? We'll get 5 more from... oh wow, plus 100 and whatchamacallits yearly. The thing is, we're just a little bit short on that, but that's exactly why transfer trade power exists. I'll have almost all of it, please. Kapow. Welcome to the wonderful world of being my vassal. We just can't offer it, but we could if we had Edmund on our side. What a lovely day to be our vassal, don't you think? And with that, I am going to stop those subsidies, because look at how much they're costing me. They're costing me tons. There we go. And that was me grabbing Munster completely aggressive expansion free. Feels pretty good. Don't need to improve relations with them anymore, but we might as well. Let's judge this for a second. Minus 2.5. Well, you know what they say. They say, become Norse. Religion enforced. He's not going to be very happy about that, but I'm not concerned about his happiness. It is not something we factor in here. He's not built a cathedral, but maybe someday he will. But he's got +1 stability. You know, he might get it converted. Might even take religious ideas to help us out there. I'm not interested in him joining in our wars either. I'm just wanting him to be there so I can eat him later on. I'm thinking, yeah, it's worth putting him on scutage. Drain his money. Not that he'll be giving us any because he's angry. And with that, I can almost get what I want. Would be nice just to walk down here and smack you in the face. But it's effort, man. So how are we looking on those English claims as well? There could be more. There could always be more. Just to be sure I did end everything with you, right? Good. Better than good, it's not half bad. Gloucestershire deserves to be ours. So this is probably going to cheese off France a wee bit, but I'm not too concerned about that. I also want to get my better relations over time guy back. Since, oh dearie me, Russia has begun their self-destruction. They might survive it. I mean, the Ottomans survived it, so maybe Russia could. But maybe Ottomans will strike Russia, and then we will all cry. Also hitting that admin cap, and I don't really want to spend it on our next idea, since that's so very expensive. So what we'll do is we'll buff up Adventure Island a little bit more. Jake, what is your total income? It's short of 100, it's nothing all that impressive. But it's easy enough to bring up, I'm not scared of that at all. A couple more months and we'll be able to throw in the piece that we so desire. Also, I can spend that admin on Koring's Sexy Lauenburg. It's also replaces the 2 forts that I tore down with 1 new fort, level 4, very nice. Exactly what I'm after. Ah, isn't this lovely? We get ourselves a glorious vassal, France does not want to coalition us, and everybody is happy, so welcome to my domain. So we grab you, we core you, don't care about autonomy, might as well just give it. And England are looking super weak with no friends. That's just my kind of party animal. So let's go and pay them a visit. Do our own kind of Viking raid here. Jake, Diplo cap soon as well. You can't worry about these things. Don't know why you worry so much. So Munster's gonna get pretty angry over time. Well, they'll get less angry, but let's... They're probably not going to convert their 1 province, even though they're Norse. But that doesn't matter, because I can get it converted anyway. Nonetheless, I will spend some of my prestige in wooing them after this war is over. Oldenburg are also pretty angry. I will improve their relations. But what we're getting ready for is demolishing... Oh dear, that's not what we're looking for. Coalition is the opposite of what we're looking for. I want to declare war on England before they join that coalition, and they want to. So that means bringing Brandenburg man back home. And since Holland was able to overcome the English fleet, I think we will as well. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that one. ABCD England, no fleet, no worries. Munster, Bohemia, Magdeburg, fudge. 1 day too late on you. Oh well, that's a pretty brutal looking coalition that I don't want to get involved in. Well, you can't win them all. Then again, they could declare war on me, but knowing that I have naval superiority over England makes things quite a bit easier. Still, here it comes. Everybody's wanting to join that coalition, so it's looking pretty beefy. Might be an idea just to destroy the coalition, but since England is part of it, that's going to be a concern. But Poland is not part of that coalition, and Poland's friends don't include anybody important. As soon as everybody sees our incredible strength, you'll never be able to beat us down. Feels kind of nice that they want to fight us like that, to be honest. Still, that is one beefy coalition. The troubling thing that's made up of a lot of miners, and miners have this way of throwing 10,000 into the party that you don't want to be there. Tuscany could also join that coalition, only just, but they probably would since it's big and strong, and Tuscany is extremely scary. I mean, they really strike fear into the heart. But that's alright. That is a-okay, because we have our good friend Aragon here that really does deserve to die. Sadly, Castile is not interested in it, but they will be once their truce is over. That said, I could probably take on Aragon myself. Their one friend, Genoa, does not want to get involved. The slight concerns... not even sure if they qualify as slight, to be honest. How are we doing on that tech front? Okay, I have a few things to consider, and I am considering them. I would love to go and just punch Aragon, grab a couple of Italian provinces here. Really opens up what I can claim. Jake, the coalition will attack when Russia gets loads of rebels and will not help. Nah, Russia will help me. And what I can do is help them as well. If they end up with rebels, I can fight them and keep them strong. After all, I want a good, strong Russia as my end boss anyway. And there we go, pathetic rebels, nothing to worry about here. Okay, well, since there is nothing to worry about on that front, I will woo Munster, placate them, and placate them some more, because I want to absorb them into the collective later on. Oldenburg is going to receive similar treatment as soon as I can. I'm going to force them to be Norse. Thankfully, they're going to be quite happy. Over time, that is. Now, England. What a stroke of unluck that was, though, but it was mostly ill preparation on my side. I should have been ready for them doing what they did. But nothing is more ready than 20% heavy ship combatability, and it really is heavy ship, since we have one of them. It would be too good an idea to build up a proper heavy fleet. So all this dip, what we're going to do with it? Well, Adventure Island could do with a bit of beefing up, to be honest. Jake, why not threaten war? Well, that is an idea, but well, that might actually work on England. That's the funny thing, isn't it? Hey, England, give me a... Wow. Can't make this stuff up. I wonder who else I could threaten war on. Like you. So close, and yet not quite. Aragon don't have any friends that want to save them, but we have a truce with you. Okay, England, that works out for me. Give me Yorkshire, please. I know people won't be all that impressed. Actually, that's a fair chunk of aggressive expansion, but what you gonna do? Just give it to me anyway. Manages to complete our mission, which gives us that prestige, but I'm not about to core Yorkshire. I'm going to grant it to Oldenburg. It's actually going to make them a good bit happier. So here you go, Oldenburg. I grant you the province of... Oh, I can't give you Yorkshire. That's a shame, because you don't have it adjacent to you. Still, I could probably just sell it to you. Can't sell provinces to Harumph. That's a bummer. What am I going to do with you then, Oldenburg? I'll have to invite you into the war and grant you these provinces. Now there is no war. But there can be in 5 years, so Yorkshire just, I don't know, bubble away. Don't do anything. Develop Dalasco again. The funny thing is, developing it won't give any extra benefit. We already have a straight up plus 5 from goods produced. This would also be a flat amount, so not much point there.